Hi, I'm Mike
And I'm Molly.
with Virtuoso Builders here in San Antonio, Texas, and welcome to another edition of
Behind the Drywall. Today we are in North San Antonio and we're working on a whole project where we're inside the house and we're doing exterior work. So we've got a lot of landscaping that we're going to show you today that's taking place and taking shape. Was a Texas Hill Country look, and now the whole inside outside house is going to be very modern.
Very modern. So
Squares.
what we first actually did
Linear.
months ago was paint the house white with black trim and put a black roof on the house, and that's in an earlier episode. But where we're at now is redoing the entire front yard landscaping. So we ripped out the existing aggregate sidewalk, which is just basically with pebbles in it, pretty standard. And now what we're going to have is a bunch of concrete rectangular blocks leading all the way up to the front door. There's an actual plan that is drawn up, but we started with some cardboard cutouts to make sure that the feel was right. So right now it's ready to pour for concrete, but what has happened?
Rain. A lot of it.
The Texas drought kind of ended, and it's been raining for 4 weeks, 5 weeks at least, maybe.
Yeah, off and on. Last week was a doozy, but it basically put the exterior work to a halt. So it didn't stop what was going on inside. It just, you just got to roll with it. It's construction.
You can plan, but
it happens.
Other things happen. And so that's gonna be this part, actually concrete pads. And then these little crevices right here, we're going to have a bunch of gray pebbles in between. And that's actually going to match the driveway, which we're going to do too.
And we'll show you that. We've got that at the end of the path. And I wore the absolute wrong shoes today. They match the outfit.
So as Molly said, at Texas Hill Country, right, you have these beds that have the limestone blocks around them. The beds are going to remain, but we're going to put in welded steel edging for all of the beds. So it's going to be what's called Corten, which is like a rusted steel look, very modern.
Oh, it's super cool.
So we're going to have to look where we're walking so we don't trip. But
and we can put the plans in so you can see how it looks, the overall plan, because it's phased out.
Yes, it's phased out. We're going to do this first, get this completed, then we're going to do the driveway. Of course, all the lighting will be redone, the sprinklers will be redone. And as we walk towards the front door,
very carefully.
Yeah, you don't want to trip because that would really stink. You can see even here we have a sleeve under the sidewalk just in case for future irrigation or lighting. But then you come here to the front door, and this is extra large so that we can have big giant planters on either side. Molly's pulling out the gravel that's going to go in between all of these cement pads. You see the space.
So this is what it is. You can get that. It's a beautiful color. So this will go all in between each one.
Yep.
And I almost fell.
Of course.
But like the Olympics, I had a good landing.
So then, and actually the concrete, we proposed 2 types of concrete. One was a salt finish and one is a brushed finish. The owner chose the brushed finish, which is, if you come over here, you can see the differences of what they are. The one with the holes is the salt, and the one that's brushed is the one we're going with, which is nice because that way you have a little texture on it when it rains and it won't be slippery.
And a big shout out to our landscaper, Brian Lee. He's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's great.
And he did all of these forms, and Mike was talking about how he laid out cardboard pieces so our client could get a visual and make that decision, educated decision, instead of just, you don't want to pour and then you're stuck with it. So he did a fantastic job, and then he had done those samples so that she could make the decision of her favorite.
So
anyway,
we're going to pour next week, and then after that is when we're going to start attacking all the beds and rip out all the stuff that's here. So that'll be a good video the next time you join us.
Yes.
And I think that's it,
will.
right?
Yeah, We are likely going to be here again next month,
Yep.
possibly, or we might have you on another one of our projects. But this has been a near and dear project. We've been here for a very long time. It's kind of like this old house where they were one project for 9 months. That's how it works. It's not a weekend warrior kind of thing, and construction takes time, just like a good wine.
That's right.
Yes.
So there you go. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you will join us next time as well, see the progress.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time on Behind the Drywall. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. We love your fantastic comments, any ideas you'd like to hear for future Behind the Drywalls, and just keep following us.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.